Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As of every week, we will jump into the fundamental, sentiment and technical analysis of different currency pairs. Also, get ideas of the trade opportunities that we took previous week. Also, what opportunities we have during the next week. First of all, there is some changes. The Swiss franc was very weak, but now the sentiment is changing, although the fundamentals are still weak, but sentiment is changing. So what I did is I closed my position on CHFJPY. Let's do a trade recap and then jump into some trade opportunities. Right here, this is the CHFJPY. At this candle right here, data came out positive for the Japanese yen. What was the data? It was the balance of trade, and as you can see, prices kept moving lower. Then right here, data came somewhat normal for the Japanese yen and good for the Swiss franc, and as you can see, the sentiment changed. This day we had the retracement. I closed on Thursday. Good risk to reward ratio. I was hoping to hold the trade into this area, but sentiment did not continue in this way, so now I wait for retracement into this supply zone. With the right sentiment, the currency will become weaker and we can take a position. Now, new trade ideas. We have the AUDNZD and USD/NZD and JPY/NZD. First, we need to jump into right here to see which data is coming next week. We have AUD retail sales, all currencies manufacturing PMI and services PMI, and we have the New Zealand dollar unemployment rate, very important. Now if we look right here, this is the previous, this is the forecast, so they are expecting higher unemployment rate. So as sentiment, it's going very hard on the New Zealand dollar. Also right here, this deviation ranking is like a sentiment indicator for me. So New Zealand dollar is number 7, so it's very weak. The pound also is very weak from a deviation ranking, from a sentiment perspective, but it's still very strong from a ranking perspective, which is the fundamentals. New Zealand, both very weak from ranking and deviation ranking, so from fundamental and sentiment perspective. What opportunity I'm looking at is AUDNZD. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We touched this 100 moving average. The RSI is below 50% and below the moving average, so technically we are at a discount and we have this support zone with this demand area. So this area is a great area to buy from, but I need to wait for data to come out. As I said, we have the Australian dollar retail sales Monday 2:30 a.m. my time, local time. What I will be waiting for this data to come out is I look if data comes higher than forecast, it means the sentiment will push higher for the Australian dollar. It will be a good opportunity to take a long position on the AUDNZD, and I will hold it for Tuesday for this data to come out, and I will move my stop loss. I will manage my risk. If data comes in my side, hopefully it will play out as smooth as possible. There will be no retracements and it will keep pushing higher for the AUDNZD. Why I picked this pair? Because if I go to NZD USD, we did not hit a fair price area. So I was waiting for price to hit this supply zone and get near the moving averages from a technical perspective in order for me to take a short position, but sentiment played out right here and they pushed lower. Now, this push lower created a new supply zone, and I need for the RSI to go above 50 and I need the moving average to catch up. So there is no way, even if I have retracement into this area right here, I will not be taking any position on NZD USD. Let it play out to the downside. When great retracement happens because of overextension, I will be looking to take a short position. So for now, I have one trade idea for next week. So what I do is I mark it right here. I'm looking to take a long position on AUDNZD. Let's see NZD GBPAUD if there is any opportunity to take a short position on this pair. NZD GBPAUD, we recently touched this area right here. Japanese yen got good news and we pushed to the downside. Same idea as CHFJPY, but it was not a good area for me to take a position. That's why I took it on the CHFJPY. So either if it's concentrated on one important central bank, I will take what I see better. If a retracement happens into this supply zone right here and data comes out, for example on Tuesday, retracement happens, New Zealand dollar data came lower than anticipated or bad for the New Zealand dollar, I will be looking for market structure and going short on this pair. So from a technical perspective, also NZD GBPAUD is a good sell position. What might happen? I might wait for Monday, AUDNZD, take a long position. Tuesday, NZD data comes, it comes negative, I take a short position on NZD GBPAUD if it retraces into this area. If it doesn't retraces, I will be in one trade. If retail sales comes good, better than forecasted for AUDNZD. So from this standpoint, I think these are the pairs that I'm looking at, because every USD pair is overextended. So there is no way I take a buying position on USD against any currency pair, because it's very overextended. Now let's see GBP, so AUD, pound US dollar. So pound US dollar still not catching to the moving average. It retraced into this area right here. The RSI came above 50, but still not catching the moving average. So in my opinion, we are still overextended. There is no way I take a position on this pair. Pound JPY. So now we shall see this. This here is Japanese yen. This here is the pound. Let's see, pound is 11 and Japanese yen is 5. So we can take a short position on pound JPY, but we need to wait for a better retracement and better data to come out. So let's mark it. Good trade idea right here. If we come above the 50 on RSI, we hit the moving averages, it will be a good idea to take a short position when there is good economic data to follow and comes with the right fundamentals, with the right trend. There might be an opportunity to take a sell position on pound JPY. Let's now jump into AUD pound. Right here, AUD GBP. So it's pound AUD. Okay. Wow. Pound AUD, I'm looking to sell this pair. So we are in a great area to sell. So this is very important. AUDNZD, pound JPY better than NZD JPY. Let's see which data is coming out for the pound or the Australian dollar. Same idea. Australian dollar right here. Then we have the final manufacturing PMI for pound and final services PMI. Construction, not very important. Monetary policy. So Thursday, 2 p.m. monetary policy. We shall see what will happen. They are expected to lower by 25 basis points, but even if they lower by 25 basis points, there might be an opportunity, better opportunity to sell this pair. Okay, so these are the four ideas that I'm looking at. Pound AUD, very important. We are technically in a good area, so next week there might be an opportunity to take this trade. AUDNZD, same position. So hopefully if the Australian dollar on Monday 2:30 a.m. local time comes better than forecast, I will be looking to take a long position on AUDNZD and to take a short position on pound AUD. And that's it. Then we wait for pound data on Thursday and New Zealand dollar data on Tuesday to see if there is opportunities to take position on pound JPY and NZD JPY. So I take as much opportunities as I can. I risk the same lot size per trade, so not the same percentage, the same lot size per trade, because I diversify my portfolio and I can risk all my portfolio. Okay, so this is the idea behind it. I don't care if I risk all my portfolio because I know there might be some losses and there might be winners. So it's based on a strategy, technical, fundamental and sentiment strategy. Hopefully this year we will gather very great data to have a real win rate, a tangible win rate and a tangible risk to reward ratio for this strategy, since it's new on the market and for me. Hopefully this video was insightful for you. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for weekly analysis like this. Until the next video, stay safe.